says the tour thing.
There we go, yeah.
Within 4 days I'm like, no.
Just behind the door.
Stand there and watch trains as well.
See how you get into it.
Really? What, still now? Or?
Yeah,
What did you say?
because that's the main line between
We
Leeds and
wasn't
Manchester.
actually, because
Then you can't go right through, really.
Yeah.
So, get your orange jacket wearing
David to get that one.
something else.
Glenfield Tunnel. Glenfield Tunnel is on the Leicester and Swinton Railway, and the Leicester Swinton Railway was built primarily to bring coal from the Leicester coalfields in the Whittick area to Leicester in the 1830s because it wanted a cheaper source of fuel. They were getting the coal from the same coalfields, but it's going by pack horse to Loughborough and then by canal down to Westbridge, which was a long, tortuous journey. So the local people, like Ellis in particular, who was a Quaker and knew about Stephenson's and read about what they were doing up in the north of England with railways and coal and such like, went up and then said something like, "Hey up me duck, come and build us a railway." And they all looked at him and came down and looked at it. Actually, you've got a point. It would be a good idea financially to you and to us because we'll invest in that railway. And what's more, they actually bought into the colliery at Snibson. They bought, the Stevenson brothers bought the two collieries at Snibson. And George went and lived in near Wellington for a long while, several years. They surveyed the rail and it had to go uphill from Swinton to start with because the colliery was in a valley, and then along a pretty level thing to Bagworth, and then downhill again, and then fairly straight and fairly level till it got to here, when there was this hill between here and Leicester. Obviously either another incline plane either side or a tunnel through it. They looked at it and said, okay, we'll tunnel that bit. But in the meanwhile, what do we do at Swannington? Got to get the coal up the incline. So they built a rope system whereby you put a steam engine at the top of the incline and wound the coal wagons up. And then you let the empty wagons go down under gravity. When it got to Bagworth, it was the other way around. The heavy coal wagons could pull the light wagons up, so you didn't need an engine. But the engine at Swannington still exists, and it's in York Railway Museum, and it still goes. They're still demonstrating now and again. A few weeks ago, the Leicester City Council, the Great Central Railway, and York Railway Museum announced that they'd been given a £12 million grant to build a new railway museum in Leicester. So the fact that the county have lost Simpson is very unfortunate, but you're going to get a new museum that's far bigger than Simpson ever was. Basically a railway museum. Near Belgrave Station, on the Great Central. It's so that the Great Central York Railway can then send all their trains down there. It's going to be a fantastic thing. So anyway, come to the tunnel. They decided from survey that it was not a difficult situation. They're just the same as the tunnels were on canals. All you've got to do was get a lot of men with a lot of wheelbarrows and move 54,000 tonnes of rubble, and you could put your line down. That didn't faze them at all. They were quite happy doing that. When they got started, they suddenly found that it wasn't pretty solid at all. It was running sand. So they had to have plan B. Plan B was to make 5 million bricks. You couldn't go out and buy them. Nobody knew that sort of money and that sort of numbers then. So they made them all on the top of the tunnel where the clay had dug out. Put some of the clay in. Made all the bricks by hand. 5 million of them. Give and take a million. And so they get into tunnel. Fine. Got to Leicester. Everything worked for years. Great. When the tunnel finally closed because of the loss of traffic, on incident it says it was built from coal, but it did carry passengers right from the word go. It's a very tight tunnel, there was not much space in it, so the passengers had to be carried in coaches that were barred windows and locked doors. modern engine could just about get through. So anyway, British Rail closed it and decided to offer it for sale. Nobody wanted it. They offered it again for sale, and in their wisdom, Leicester City Council, not the county we're in now, or the parish or anything like that, Leicester City Council bought it for a £5 plus VAT. Brilliant. Now what do we do with it? So what they did with it was fill the other end in. The other end was exactly the same as this, big portal, cutting trees, cut all the trees down, fit it all in, and build houses over it, which solved the immediate problem because they were short of land for building. So they paid a £5, but they've got this beautiful piece of land. And the access to the tunnel is now, well, that's what it looked like, with the old keeper's cottage at the end. And the access is now a manhole in a guy's drive on Copeland Avenue.
Oh my God.
So they really shot themselves in the foot now. They've got something that nobody wants. They paid a £5 for it. And then about 2000-ish, 2004, that's what it's like at the Leicester end. Still there.
Inside.
2004, the similar tunnel, also built by the Stevensons, down at Canterbury-Whitstable, on the Canterbury-Whitstable Crab and Winkle line it's called, collapsed and took with it part of Kent University campus. Whang! So again, pretty good mind in the City Council, they thought, perhaps we'd better look at ours. They looked at it and found out that this also needed strengthening. So in 32 places along this mile-long tunnel, you've got big concrete hoops of cast, 10 inches thick, all the way around, bottom and top, just to support it. It's now a pretty safe structure. We hope. If it's okay. It's got 12 chimneys along the top that still opens, air vents. 3 of them are big ones, that's one we go into, because they dug it from 3 places along the tunnel.
I was thinking about you.
Bit of water there, probably quite hard. And one of the builders decided he had forgotten that and knocked it down. And on the top are some cages which they put over the top, which we're told nonsense replicators of some cruisers. White painted knee. Every 100 yards, you're there in case you're caught by a train that was coming through. Believe me, there was no room for trains and you unless you go into one of those trains. Really important. Careful, because you can cut your way through.
The old skeleton. Thanks, Andy. The old skeleton on one of those hanging up.
Nowhere near. That's about it's only good.
Third one down, showing a flat top where it's really being pressed down.
Sitting down.
So that was really required at that point. And of course, it's really not got the maximum amount of soil on it at that point, because you've really got to get under the same distance again to be under the box.
Look it up for people. But this is, you see one of the big shops.
Look at number 3, how the top's pushed down with the amount of pressure on it. And this is really not the sort of apex of the mound, because you want the same distance again to get on the new box. It must be the highest amount of soil pressing.
Sorry, not really.
Number 3, arch, 1, 2, 3. Look at the top of it, it's flat.
So that is crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a shallowish pit.
Yeah. And yet there's even more pressure on those which are further on. We've been down about another 200 yards. There are another 1 or 2 like that, yeah. They acted just in time.
There it goes above the ground and the paddock box.
Yeah,
Where you can see the difference in there.
there, the greener bit. That'll be ground level, yeah.
They actually cling to the brick. They come in through the big shop. We've never seen them. We have to believe her, and we've got photographs all in here. Because this little uninfluenced point, round the outside of this is a nylon mesh. I've got box mesh. Fat people are allowed in here.
I'll take one of your next time.
The noise on. Well, they're high.
See you like it.
still, are we? Well, I didn't put a wire measure in there, but obviously I put it away. The only problem I've got is getting it there. Because last time, I mean, that was quite long enough. I used to have a, I don't know if you remember, when I built the house, I had that Toyota IH van.
Yes.
And I put the ladder on top of that. So now it got me up there. I tell a lie, the last time, I put the ladder inside the spare wheel on the Land Rover one.
Yeah.
And that wasn't going to slip anywhere.
Yeah, it is.
It's actually quite flat, isn't it? Considering it didn't more than an arch, which gives it its strength.
Yeah.
Glenfield dinosaur, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what we tell all the kids.
Have you seen the dinosaurs at
That's what I used to do, but it was too short.
No, just so nobody walks into these.
Yes, I've just got